Tesla fans like to get accessories for their electric toys, whether related directly to the car or not. However, there is a new cool accessory that the CEO of Tesla, Elon Musk, has unveiled, and his fans will soon be rushing over themselves to get it. Join us as we dive into how Elon Musk finally reveals the new Tesla EBike. Electric vehicles are the future. They are quiet, do not pollute, are more reliable, and are cheaper to maintain. They're also very modern. Tesla electric vehicles are especially great as they are class-leading, with some of the longest ranges and best performances. However, the car is simply overkill for some trips, and something more portable would be adequate. Other times, it just doesn't make sense to get your car on the road. For these times mentioned, a bicycle would do. Say you were going down the street alone, or the weather is great and you would like to explore the neighborhood. Why drag out the beastly Tesla Model S Plaid charging in the carport, or your teenager that can't drive yet? The scenarios where a bike is great are endless, and if you would rather ride a Tesla-branded electric bicycle, you are in luck, as your favorite company has unveiled an electric bike. Tesla is not the first automobile company to make an electric bike, as Ducati and Harley-Davidson do so too. Even BMW has one, and Mercedes is not averse to making one. Electric bicycles are an interesting proposition as they aim to improve what has existed for decades. They should not be confused with electric motorcycles, as you still need to pedal, only that you do not need to use as much strength. With electric motors, you can navigate rougher terrains with less difficulty. Electric bicycles make excellent mountain bikes. Many electric bicycle startups exist, with each trying to corner the market with a variety of models, from premium models that cost a lot to budget models that will get you to your destination without all the bells and whistles. Some traditional bike makers are trying to get on the battery-powered bicycle trend too. However, if any company can make an incredible electric bike, it is Tesla. The EV maker has a great design team and can even attract talent from within the industry. Or it could buy up an existing electric bike company, and Musk would mold it into what he wants. Which brings us to another question of why would Tesla want to make an electric bicycle? Its stated goal is to help humankind move to zero-emission mobility from internal combustion engines with all its pollution. Bicycles don't produce carbon emissions to start with. However, there is something about Musk, a principle that runs through how he operates all his companies. Musk wants things done as efficiently and least expensive as possible. That principle shows in how he approaches problem-solving. If Musk sees that riding an electric bike is more efficient and cost-effective than driving an electric car, you can be sure Musk will be persuaded to do it. And that is the case anyway, as electric bicycles are way less expensive to ride over short distances than driving an electric car. But that's not all the reason. Tesla would make an electric bicycle because the electric car maker simply enjoys making accessories for its vehicles. For example, remember the ATV that accompanied the Cybertruck during its unveiling? Tesla has promised to make the ATV available for purchase with the Cybertruck. As an accessory, the Model B will appeal to Tesla electric vehicle owners who prefer an active lifestyle and love to ride on nature bicycle trails. It could make for an interesting weekend getaway by driving to rural bike trails and hopping on their bikes. At any rate, Musk had several years back hinted Tesla would make an electric bicycle. So what does the electric Tesla bicycle look like? First, the name of the bicycle is Model B, which follows how Tesla generally names its cars. Like any product you would expect to have passed through Tesla, the Model B is a sleek device that turns heads everywhere it goes. It goes against normal bicycle design, although it is not as polarizing as the Cybertruck design. The Model B is predominantly white, just like the base model of Tesla cars, before it introduced the midnight silver metallic coat. By the way, now that this color option exists for its cars, the Model B might get the color option too, which would be totally rad. Electric bikes from other manufacturers often look like they're carelessly thrown together, with all the wiring hanging in full view. You can't help feeling like the maker is trying to force electrification on a standard bike. However, the Model B is far from that, as you won't see a single piece of wire around the bike. Even the battery is well concealed with obvious attention to detail. The result is a visually pleasing bicycle that will win many awards and inspire lots of copycats. One of the biggest things about the Model B electric bicycle is how you steer it. If you see the bike's handlebars and think they are meant for steering, you are right. What you might be wrong about is how the steering is accomplished. On all other bikes, whether electric or not, you turn the handlebars towards the direction you wish to go, and that's it. However, on the Model B, the handlebars are completely rigid and do not turn at all. This means the front tire is independent of the movement or lack of movement of the handlebar. However, you turn by exerting pressure on the handlebar that is on the side you wish to turn to. The more pressure you exert, the more to the side you turn. Tesla completely reinvented the handlebar, and you might have to relearn it, but it is not really complicated if you think about it. This is even similar to how the upcoming Toyota BZ4X will steer, as there is no physical connection between the steering wheel or yoke and the front tires. You will see an important reason why the front wheel has to be independent to some degree soon. However, even before you hop on the Model B, you will notice other features that set it apart. For example, the wheels do not have spokes. Instead, they have shock absorbers that keep your ride smooth. No Tesla vehicle is complete without a large screen, and the Model B has one in the middle of the handlebar, where you can read your ride details like speed, distance traveled, battery level, and other stuff like following directions on the map. It will have a familiar UI for Tesla car owners. The screen will be waterproof and bright enough to read under bright sunlight so that you can easily glance at information and get your eyes back on the road. The Model B has a host of other features that make it and the ride safer on the road. For example, just like Tesla cars, the bicycle comes with Autopilot, which allows it to take over control for you sometimes. It was thought to have side, rear, and forward-facing radar, cameras, and ultrasonic sensors that detect other bikes, cars, potholes, bumps, and other objects. But with Tesla now going with cameras in its cars, even for Autopilot, the Model B might also be ditching radar too. Now, when necessary, the Model B will take over control from you and steer itself, which is why Tesla has designed the handlebars to be rigid and not make the front wheel turn directly. If you could turn the whole front wheel directly, it would be difficult or impossible for the bike to take over control from you. Another cool thing about the handlebars is that they only fold out when you need them, so when you park or your bike is in storage, you can tuck them in. This is the same for the footrests. Now, the Model B will not lack power, as each will have an electric motor mounted on the hub. It will have enough power to negotiate even hilly routes without having you pedal as much. Since Tesla has a new vastly improved battery in the 4680, there is no reason to fear the Model B will suffer from a short range. The new battery is lighter but more energy dense, just what the Model B bicycle needs. It will also last longer and retain most of its capacity over time. Tesla has also imported regenerative braking from its cars to the Model B to top up the battery while you ride around town. To prevent stealing or theft, Tesla has equipped the Model B with GPS tracking. Since this bike will get transported in Tesla cars sometimes, and it has to fit into the trunk or with the back seats folded down, the Model B bike is foldable, reducing the amount of space it takes up significantly. Let's hear what you think of the Model B electric bicycle in the comment section.